All right, so again, this one requires us to read the previous problem. So it says the company produces foam mattresses in two sizes, regular and king. It takes 5 minutes to cut the foam for a regular mattress and 6 to cut one for a king. If the cutting department has 50 labor hours available each day, how many regular and king mattresses can be cut in one day? Now, what we have in number 66 says it takes 15 minutes instead to cover a regular mattress and 20 minutes to cover a king mattress. If the covering department has 160 labor hours available, how many regular king and regular mattresses can be covered in one day? All right, so let's say regular is going to be what? Well, regular it says 15 minutes, and that's going to be what? Let's call that X. Now let's say our king is going to take how long? 20 minutes, and we'll say that's going to be our Y. Now, looks like our labor hours are going to be equal to what? It says we have 160 labor hours available each day, and how many can be made in one day? All right, so let's look how many minutes there are because these are in minutes. So let's put labor in minutes too. So that has to be less than or equal to what? Well, 160 hours and there's 60 minutes per hour. So that's going to be 9,600 minutes. Now we have minutes and minutes and minutes. So we're all in the same units now. We could have put these in hours, but that would have been a little, fractional numbers. And so let's use minutes. So now we have that. And so let's multiply now. So we have what? 15 times x plus 20 times y, and that has to be less than or equal to that 9,600. All right. Now, our other constraint, x has to be greater than or equal to 0, and y has to be greater than or equal to 0. Now, if we solve this one for y, that's going to give us 20y is less than or equal to minus 15x plus 9,600 divided by 20. It's a positive, so we don't have to switch anything. So that's going to be less than or equal to, and that's what, a minus 3/4 x, and that goes in there plus 4, 8, and 0. Okay, so that's going to be our equation we draw because that's going to be easier to do. And we also have those constraints here. So really, we're back to it's really only in that top right quadrant. So if we want to do that, we can do that. So here we start up here. That's going to be our 480. And we're going to go down because it's a down 3, right 4. And so it's going to look something like that. If I'd actually hit the right dot there, we'll make a bigger dot. And so we hit it. There we go. And so now it's less than or equal to that line, but greater than or equal to that. So it's going to be everything in here. Okay. Now, this one, what we could do is if we want to find this point, because we know that this point is 0, 480, we can plug in 0 for y and take and divide 9,600 by 15, and that's going to be what? 640 comma 0. So that would be what that point was. So that's going to be, definite points. And of course, that one is 0, 0. And so then we'd have our three corner points, and we know everything in between is going to be actually what solves this problem. All right, so that's all I have for this section. Hopefully that will help you with exercises.